Conditioner is supposed to protect your hair, but some conditioners may be doing the opposite. These products are designed to stay on your hair and scalp, so long-term exposure matters. Ingredients remain on hair strands, on the scalp, and on pillowcases and skin, and they are used frequently over years. We will break down which common conditioners to avoid, for reasons ranging from hidden preservatives to silicone and buildup you cannot wash away, and then reveal 2 that are actually safer for frequent use. We are counting down 7 conditioners you need to know about, 5 that could be putting your scalp at risk, and 2 that stand apart as safer bets. Let us begin with number 5. Number 5. Suave Essentials. Older bottles that list DMDM-hydantoin on the label carry a formaldehyde risk. DMDM-hydantoin was once common in budget conditioners, especially bulk or discount purchases. It works by slowly releasing small amounts of formaldehyde to keep microbes out of the bottle. Formaldehyde is a well-known skin sensitizer, and repeated scalp contact can trigger irritation or allergic reactions, especially for people with sensitive skin, thinning hair, or children who use family-sized bottles for years. Dermatology patch tests have flagged formaldehyde donors as a top cause of cosmetic allergy. Unilever, Suave's parent company, removed DMDM-hydantoin from new formulas after lawsuits and public concern, but older bottles may still be in bathrooms. If your Suave conditioner lists DMDM-hydantoin, consider switching to a fresher formula. This is especially important for anyone prone to scalp irritation or who washes frequently. Pantene. Pro-V is a fixture in drugstores and bathrooms, with promises of deep repair and long-lasting moisture. The appeal comes from that instant, slippery softness, the result of ingredients like dimethicone and amodimethicone. These are non-water-soluble silicones designed to coat each strand in a thin, smooth film. The effect is immediate. Hair glides, tangles vanish, and shine appears. But these same silicones are engineered to resist rinsing. Over weeks and months, especially when paired with gentle or sulfate-free shampoos, the silicone layer can thicken. This buildup does not just sit on hair, it can settle onto the scalp, creating a barrier that traps oils and sweat. For some, this means heavier, duller hair that needs more frequent washing. For others, especially those with sensitive or oily scalps, it can mean irritation or clogged follicles. Cosmetic science confirms that removing these films often requires a clarifying shampoo, not just regular washing. Try a quick test. If your hair feels coated even after shampooing, or your roots seem limp by day 2, you may be dealing with persistent silicone residue. Pantene's wide reach and the chronic risk of residue make it a conditioner to reconsider for anyone aiming for scalp health over surface gloss. Monat's conditioners are a magnet for anyone drawn to plant-based beauty. Their core blends feature a dense mix of botanical oils and essential oils, ingredients like limonene and linalool, that carry the promise of natural care. What is less obvious is how these aromatic compounds behave when used on the scalp, not just once, but several times a week. Essential oils such as these are among the top contact allergens recorded in dermatology patch tests. With Monat, the exposure does not stop at a single product. Many users follow a multi-step routine: oil treatments, conditioner, leave-in products, all layered together. This repeated aromatic layering means the dose of potential allergens climbs with every wash and style. Over time, daily contact increases the chance of sensitization, especially for those with sensitive or reactive skin. The scent may signal luxury, but the science points to a rising risk. What starts as a plant-based ritual can end in irritation or allergy, particularly for anyone using multiple Monat products as part of their regimen. Natural does not automatically mean safer, especially when the exposure is constant and cumulative. DevaCurl's one condition and no poo routines changed the way many people with curls approach hair washing. Instead of traditional shampoo, These products rely on co-washing, using conditioner as a cleanser several times a week. The promise is gentler care, less frizz, and softer curls. But this method leaves a conditioning film on the scalp for longer stretches, and with each application that layer can build up. Unlike shampoos with detergents that strip away residue, co-wash formulas use fewer surfactants, so more of the oils, quats, and polymers remain behind. Over time, the scalp can be almost constantly coated, especially for people who rarely use clarifying washes. Reports began to surface: curl patterns loosening, scalps itching, and hairlines thinning after months of daily or near-daily use. Dermatologists and trichologists point to the interaction between rich, film-forming conditioners and high-frequency use as a recipe for residue accumulation. For anyone with a sensitive scalp or prone to irritation, this lingering layer can tip the balance toward discomfort or even inflammation. If co-washing is part of your routine, consider rotating in a clarifying cleanser to help break the cycle of buildup and give your scalp a chance to breathe. When cleansing conditioner, especially the sweet almond mint variant, became a household name by promising a new way to wash hair. Instead of the usual shampoo then conditioner routine, When marketed itself as a gentle, all-in-one cleanser for daily use. The appeal was clear: no harsh lather, no sulfates, just creamy moisture that could be massaged right into the scalp day after day. But in the years after its rise, a different story started to unfold. The United States Food and Drug Administration received more than 1,200 direct complaints about Wen products, the largest cluster of adverse reports the agency had ever seen for a hair cosmetic. The company itself reportedly fielded over 21,000 additional complaints. Patterns emerged, with people describing clumps of hair coming out in the shower, burning or tingling scalps, and breakage so severe that some cut their hair short to manage the damage. What set these cases apart was not a single toxic ingredient. Regulators never identified one. Instead, the issue seemed to be the formula's heavy, conditioner-like texture, used directly on the scalp, day after day. The heavy texture appeared to lead to buildup for many users. Dermatologists pointed to the risks of coating the scalp with rich conditioning agents, fragrances, and preservatives, especially for those with sensitive skin or underlying scalp conditions. In 2016, WN's creator Chaz Dean and distributor Guthi Renker agreed to a $26 million class action settlement without admitting wrongdoing. Affected consumers could claim compensation if they had proof of injury. The settlement resolved many individual claims. The United States Food and Drug Administration investigation highlighted a gap in oversight. Even with thousands of complaints, the agency could not force a recall. It could only warn the public and work with the company. The Wen case stands as a cautionary tale. When a product is designed to stay on the scalp and users trust it enough to use it daily, the risk of irritation, buildup, and long-term harm increases dramatically. For anyone reconsidering what goes on their scalp, the Wen story is a reminder that even sulfate-free and natural claims do not guarantee safety when a product is used repeatedly and close to the roots. Vanicream Free and Clear Conditioner stands out for what it leaves out. The ingredient list is short, with no fragrance, no dyes, and no lanolin, three of the most common triggers for scalp irritation. This formula was designed with sensitive scalps in mind, and it is often recommended by dermatologists for people who react to standard conditioners. Instead of layering on perfumes or complex plant extracts, Vanicream keeps things simple, focusing on basic conditioning agents that do their job and rinse away cleanly. Patch test studies in dermatology clinics have shown that using fragrance-free hair products can cut down on allergic reactions, especially for people with eczema or a history of contact dermatitis. The label is transparent, with every component listed clearly, no hidden blends and no trade secret fragrances. You can find it in most pharmacies and online, making it an accessible option for anyone who wants to lower their exposure without hunting for boutique brands. While it does not include extra barrier-supporting ingredients or reparative actives, Its minimalist approach means fewer surprises for reactive skin. For those looking to avoid unnecessary allergens and keep their routine as gentle as possible, Vanicream Free and Clear offers practical peace of mind. CeraVe Hydrating Conditioner stands out as a practical choice for anyone looking to minimize scalp irritation and cumulative buildup. The formula is fragrance-free, avoiding one of the most common triggers for allergic reactions in hair care. Instead of relying on heavy, non-soluble silicones or strong perfumes, it uses a blend of light conditioning agents and skin-identical ceramides, specifically ceramides 1, 3, and 6-2. These are the same barrier-supporting lipids found in CeraVe's dermatologist-recommended creams, known for helping maintain healthy skin. Alongside ceramides, the conditioner includes cholesterol and phytosphingosine, creating a lipid mix that mimics the natural protective layer of the scalp. The silicone content, amodimethicone and dimethicone, is kept moderate, and the formula is designed to rinse clean without leaving behind a heavy film. There are no formaldehyde-releasing preservatives, no essential oils, and no artificial dyes. Preservation relies on phenoxyethanol and ethylhexylglycerin, both considered low risk for most users. This approach makes the conditioner suitable for frequent, long-term use, especially for those with sensitive or reactive skin. Widely available in drugstores and backed by a brand with a strong dermatology pedigree, CeraVe Hydrating Conditioner offers a balance of effective detangling and scalp-friendly ingredients, making it a reassuring option for daily care. Across all 7 options, one truth stands out. What stays on your scalp matters more than marketing claims. The real risk is not a single ingredient. It is years of invisible buildup. Conditioner is daily chemistry, not just self-care. Choose with awareness. Your scalp will notice, even if you do not.